Hi, welcome to Jadekind Gaming. My name is Adam, here with the 7th session of the Planetary Fragments Dungeons & Dragons campaign. We have Austin, who is not playing Eric Rasprada in this campaign. You're someone else. You have like a weird name in this one. Yarok Suvwl.
Yeah.
We have Ryan as Satsuki Rin. Bob is Yen Shrine. And Nick is Tana Har. Last time, y'all continued traveling. You are heading back to the portal to go to Giant's Bay. And finishing traveling through the Mini-Maws, you joined up with a traveling group of half-orc merchants to make your way through the Moonmire. And when the moving trees had sort of misdirected the path, you checked out a sanitarium on a hill. Decided to stay the night to see if you could fight the foul beast that has been harassing the structure. During the encounter with which 4 of the half-orcs died, while the Caretaker stayed in the north wing, supposedly with 2 patients.
Of which I only saw 1.
Yes. The party killed the Shadow Demon, 5 Wraiths, and 3 Spectres that were risen from the orcs. And that's basically where we set off. And as things had lay slain, takes a moment. The room is quiet for a moment, until the remaining half-orcs start to break into a panic. Covered in the slime or goo that is left over from the transformation of their fellows, they start a panicked scream.
I
scraping the slosh.
Think I should slap the man back into him?
Yeah, I raise my voice and tell them remain calm. We'll handle the situation.
They're having trouble doing so. They're not panicking out of necessarily any logical. The actual threat, as far as anyone can tell, has been dispatched.
Right.
They basically, weren't helpful, but
they saw us protecting them.
Basically, in the adrenaline of the moment, they basically.
Tana, if you would, take care of the entrance.
Yeah, go back up to the
door.
Is the brick on this side or the other side?
The brick is down on the floor, but the Caretaker opens the door as the screams start to grow.
As I go over there, I say to you, clean them, probably?
Oh yeah, I can give them some prestidigitation to clean them off.
They get less vocal with that. Still very physically, visibly shaken, but that does at least seem to do something. That seems helpful. Though the Caretaker, who is walking out from the back room, sort of.
Can I bring this buddy over to his friends?
Yeah, you can kind of just sort of coax him up to.
Yeah, I want to ask them to hold hands.
Okay.
For support.
Yeah,
you're emotionally distraught. Y'all just hold some hands or something.
Yeah. But
it's the therapist version of walk it off.
Caretaker kind of pushes open his rusted door as he's walking out with a pail and a ladder.
So just a really bleached ladder?
Look over to him.
A pail and a ladder.
So just something that's super bleached and a ladder.
Look over to the Caretaker.
Synonym would be bucket?
It would indeed.
Okay. Well, he has a pail, but you might think of it as a bucket depending on where you're from.
Just a white enameled bucket.
To the Caretaker, as he enters, go ahead and say, Shadow Demon ended up dislodging a brick at the entrance.
And you did make quick work of that issue. Much obliged.
Oh,
no.
Yes.
seems a few of your number may be better suited in one of my rooms. The others fled into the back of the facility as he looks to the hole, and he's walking over with his ladder.
Wait, there's a hole in... Oh.
The hole above the door that...
Where the brick was.
Yeah, that Nick broke.
Well, the escape comment was what was throwing me. A few of his patients escaped through this hole.
Your fellows, did they run back into the facility?
Oh no, they were turned to ghosts in ectoplasm. They were killed, sadly.
Oh dear.
What do we have? More apparitions about?
Well, we've best patch this hole again. He sort of lifts up the brick under one arm and holding the palings, kind of climbing a rickety ladder to put it up.
I mean, I could fix all of it, but I don't want to.
Pushing the brick in, he sort of scoops out some paste of some sort and starts
just looking at it, seeing if it's
patching.
mortar.
Some sort of... it's a bit thinner than mortar you would think for stonework, but it's...
Because I have stoneworking.
Yeah, he's not stoneworking and he's not rebuilding the structure. He's patching it. It's...
Well, you're a dwarf,
it's a
right?
plaster kind of...
No,
No one's a dwarf.
Oh.
You didn't allow dwarves.
That's true.
You made that decision.
Orcs and elves only.
No, I do not have stoneworking. I have tinkering, wood carving, smithing, taxidermy. So.
Don't hold me to things I did. Like I remember that thing that happened, years ago, whenever it was.
He was younger then.
More naive.
Whereas I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now.
Yeah, well, I helped the old man out in his patch job. Well, Ryan, I believe you have the highest charisma out of... Maybe. Like, Austin, you could try calming orcs down, who just saw their fellows burst into ghosts and slime.
I've got them to where they're managed.
Yeah,
well, you have that, but you haven't made a roll against them to actually help them, versus... Here, do a thing with no results tied to it.
Well, they were screaming. They're no longer screaming. That is definitely a definitely a result.
But so did the caretakers?
And another wild scream matches though from the ajar door leading to the north wing.
Caretaker, is that one of yours?
Yes, I do believe so.
Does he normally scream, or is he probably under attack?
He's probably heard some of the ruckus. He's simple enough to disturb. Sounds fine.
Is there anything else that we need to clear out?
I've only believed there was the one, although...
I would like to check to make sure.
Check, certainly. They go to the other wings. I'll return to my own.
Okay. It's like, I have the good wanting to go check because he's obviously creepy, but the nice enough not to just, say you're creepy and just barge into his room like a jerk.
Well,
I don't know. You're the religious high authorities on this. What do you guys think?
we can go ahead and take a look around. The only concern that we really have is whether or not we're going to be disturbing the seals that he's put up. You got the calligraphy skill, right?
I do.
Okay. Well, we can go ahead and start creating some seals so that we'll be able to provide some sort of religious protection of the areas. But
I don't believe any of you are that kind of cleric and or paladin, though.
if we put belief into them, they'll work.
They'll do as much work as anything else.
Yeah.
Because right now it's being sealed by rust and whatever. If I put a religious seal up, it might just work.
He doesn't seem offended by the idea of it. Not at all.
Yeah.
You seem to know what you're doing. Destroyed.
I might have something that can help with that.
Yeah.
I just look at my spell real quick. Bum, bum.
He steps back through the door. The door immediately seems a little stuck ajar with some of the rust on it, and rather than dealing with it, he just sort of dismisses that he'll be right back. And a few minutes later, he comes back, and you still see some yelling, but it's definitely he's addressed something with that whatever was going on back there. There's a change in sort of the.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I thought that a ceremony could do some nature of blessing, but can't do any of that.
Well, if we make some seals over the place, I can cast protection from good and evil.
Okay. We shall do that.
It doesn't work on objects, but
I don't know. Maybe we can finagle and, bootstrap something versus using spells directly as written.
well, yeah, it might just be something where I go ahead and use a spell slot to provide protection.
I was thinking ceremony would help, but it doesn't do any of those things. I don't know why I hold on to that spell. I think it's just so I'm allowed to marry people because I think it's funny.
Ceremony is that the one that allows you to make holy water?
Yes. And do coming of age ceremonies, dedications, funerals, weddings.
Plus 2 AC.
And atonement. Yep.
And it's an untyped stackable plus 2 AC bonus. As long as you keep killing your wife.
No, it's not.
Hey man, rules as they're written.
Rules as no!
It says until they die, so...
Yeah, until you become a
can.
widower.
You just gotta kill someone every 7 days.
However,
No, it's stackable. You just kill a whole bunch of lives in one day.
You fail to take into consideration
It's,
the
only
minus
plus-
4 that you get to AC while in the week of mourning, though. So really, you're going down.
No, eventually you
Also,
get more.
it's plus 2 AC when you're within 30 feet of each other. Are you dragging corpses?
Yes, that was the idea.
Yeah, corpses. Obviously.
Minus 4 for mourning.
It
what
only...
was it, the Book of Vile Darkness, the armor of the Emperor with the chains coming off of it?
Yeah. They take your damage for you.
Yeah.
So many babies.
You're a monster.
A monster with really high AC.
A great and terrible monster.
For a couple days.
As all the mages just start targeting your saves. You dicks!
Live near resistance.
Does
if
the
you're
stat
that-
go into calligraphy?
If you're that evil, you definitely know.
It would, if you're proficient in it, you get your proficiency plus whatever
But
stat
no, it's a
that
toll
makes
check.
sense. Probably dexterity or
If you make a toll check, you don't get abilities. You make D20 plus proficiency.
okay.
Ah.
You can sometimes. It really depends on the situation.
I mean, DM can give you a stat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
sometimes I would have you do it, but not in this situation.
Alright, well, 21. I'm making
You did fine.
religious seals.
I feel like that should be a religion check, but for some reason I'm not so sure you'd do as well on that.
I'm not that kind of
Yeah.
cleric.
That's my point.
He indeed would not do so well.
But
I'm here for advice, not for
as
information.
Oh, I was gonna go around checking the other hallways in the
is that
animals
where
and
you
stuff.
guys are going into the other hallways to?
Yeah.
He'll follow you around. He does leave the door slightly ajar as he's still dealing with that, but he kind of mostly closes it as he wanders to the other wings with you, kind of inquiring. What is this
They're beautiful seals. Very well made.
seal? But how does it function?
Well, the symbols that are inscribed upon it end up attracting the attention of spirits of protection that end up enforcing the area around it.
I'd be willing to expend my channel divinity for the day to actually give them some magical impact. Or is that going to ruin your plans? What you doing? Ruining my plans? Ruining your plans?
That's so like you. Make I'll call it a persuasion check.
All right.
I think the biggest problem is we don't have enough pencils.
26.
He likes your idea. And could you perhaps produce another couple? We have a few spots, perhaps maybe in the North Wing I could assemble them.
Yeah, and say we've got some supplies. You get any paper and ink, we would be able to make more.
It's like, I have paper and ink.
Okay.
Only a gold per flip.
Yeah,
First 5 are free. Buy them in a bundle for a discount.
but say we would be able to do more if we had like ropes and bells and stuff. But
He is
I do have some rope.
oh, very good. Then
No bells.
if you give me a rope, I could actually create a ceiling rope. If there's a particular place that you want especially protected.
Do we have any kind of metal?
Perhaps
I am of the
the
forge.
divine urn would be worthy of that. Yes.
If you show it to us,
Which is, of course, the wage that the divine makes. It's their divine urn.
Divine urn.
Yeah, that's how much money they get. You
How's
don't
that?
like this game, do you?
The game is fine. I got a player over here that
but
thinks he's a comedian.
Hey, at least you're playing the game with me.
Is the divine urn net or gross?
No, it's it's net.
Yeah, I'm familiar with whatever that.
It's the money left
Things
over.
from the animes.
This Asian culture you're leading into and giving me examples of that I don't care about.
I watched Sailor Moon. I know what Mars did.
It's called
All you had to say was it's Sailor Myers' character. I got that.
Yeah, I don't know who that is
Shimanawa.
though, because Sailor Moon's a garbage show that no one should watch. I'll just leave now before you kill my character.
Divine Mars flavored justice
I mean-
striking you from the heavens.
It's fairly cliche and standard, but it's not bad. It's just
I mean,
I never
middle
watched
school
it.
Adam really liked it and thought your whole DBZ thing was boring.
Didn't watch DBZ
It's
either.
DBZ for girls. It's the same show.
I was all about that Outlaw Star.
I never
DBZ
watched
for
that, but I bet
emos.
that one was good.
TBZ for emos. Nice.
It's the same show.
Trigun?
I like Trigun too.
DBZ for college kids with philosophy degrees.
I
Okay.
feel like Austin's opinion is all anime is DBZ.
In one way or another, it's always correct.
Or in Host Club.
No.
Fruits Basket?
That's also DBZ for girls.
Why do I like all the DBZ for girls? I don't.
Or in High School
No,
Host.
isn't Trigun like proto One Piece?
I don't think that'd be kind of hard to make an argument for.
Anyways, yeah, he'll direct sort of against the back wall, or he'll bring out the rope first and let you form whatever you
I just
need.
hang out with you.
Okay.
But yeah, he has sort of a little shrine with a urn, U-R-N, at the
I can't spell. Is that different than money?
Yes.
anything I don't have a throw. No, I like all of my stuff. I can't throw anything at him.
We should give you, like, I don't know, marshmallows or something. Something soft and throwable. But that's how you get ants.
Yeah, it's kind of my thought when you say marshmallows. I'm like, I'm not getting sugar on the floor.
Yeah, beanbag or one of those like
Yeah,
hand
squeezy
squeezy
balls.
things.
Stress balls. We're gonna buy you some stress balls to put over
Or like
there.
those little Nerf balls that come
Yeah,
out
the
of
thing
Nerf
is, I
guns, just a
still
big
can't
one.
actually do it because when something is thrown at Bob, Bob deflects it. Now, I don't know if you realize, but all of the electronics are on that side of the room.
I mean, not always. Sometimes I hide behind Nick.
Or,
It's one of those
When
things
Nick
that
is
you
close enough to me, I would already be like
Well,
aiming
yes,
around.
and then I would do
what
this
are
and you would
those
wind up hitting me on the shoulder.
Like massage therapy things.
Those are hard.
Yeah, that are hard. That would be bad if you threw them, but I can't remember what they're called. These
Therapy balls or
yeah,
something?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably dumb.
Anyways,
I don't know.
so yeah, he has sort of a what was it?
He's Ram.
Is it ram?
Yeah.
Okay. He has basically a ram decorated urn against the back wall.
Oh, this is a Shrine of Hades. Did the Caretaker ever have a wife?
Long ago, before I came here.
I don't think he knows that Greek myth.
Well, maybe.
Persephone?
Orpheus.
Orpheus.
There's just a lot of people busting into Hades trying to steal back people and failing.
And he's just sitting there like, I'm just trying to do my job here. Would you leave me alone?
Pretty cool, except for that one guy who wanted to steal specifically his wife.
No, don't think so, brother.
Get fused to a chair and eaten by snakes.
These things are happening. Yeah, Black Ram.
He was basically just like, just stop it. Get out. Except for that one guy.
This is the one thing you shouldn't do. Otherwise, pretty chill.
Yeah, I'll check up and down the halls for any other big cracks or anything like that to cast mending on. If the
I know what you...
doors have
I'm
windows,
over there too.
Okay.
Why?
What?
Because I'm helping doing all the sealing.
Yeah.
I don't
What
know
are you doing?
Nick's
I'm-
breaking into private places.
I'm walking up and down the hallways checking for any cracks or anything.
Don't wander too far. What do you...
Just in this hallway looking to make sure there isn't any other entries.
There's slits in each door, probably about an inch.
Yeah, viewports.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
The other thing that we could
sort of.
potentially-
The rooms are completely black.
Yeah.
There's no light within them. But
Well, everyone alive has dark vision.
That's true.
I hate you.
Who needs torches?
I mean,
Well, to be fair, torches are great because torches are dim light, which
Yeah.
means torches are bright light to them. So they're still. But as you sort of walk past one of them, 4 fingers kind of jut out suddenly towards you.
I was expecting this. Because this is a spooky Scooby-Doo mission that TV and other stuff has prepared me for. So it's like, ha! Can I help you?
Open the door.
Sounds like a good
Caretaker, did you somehow look back down the hall?
He's in there.
Well, this gentleman sounds exactly like Caretaker is the problem.
See, I should have played Eric. I would have opened these doors, no question. Let me out. All right. Don't have to ask me twice.
Can't venture there.
Don't listen to that one. It doesn't belong here.
If he doesn't belong here, should we take him out?
Yeah. All of us out.
Again, is that Caretaker or this guy?
Caretaker is over there with them.
I thought he said don't listen. I thought Caretaker said don't listen to that one.
No, this one is saying when you called for Caretaker, don't listen to that one.
Or as Adam would name him, Caretaker. Because you keep breaking up Nick's name when he just has one name, like Cher.
He has 2 names.
Yeah, Caretaker.
Anyway, it's like, do you know why you were put in here? You might be mentally disabled and receiving help.
From the helpless.
Caretaker seems to be doing a pretty okay job. He's kept the demons out for the most part.
Kept them in.
Well, if you're a demon and being kept in, I'm also not letting you out.
Kind of just sort of hisses at you, putting his mouth up against the little slit.
Do we?
Okay, sir, you've proven conclusively that you probably belong in an asylum.
Do we have any inkling, or are we too busy to notice?
Yeah, you're over there messing with this.
Okay.
The guy's already whispering to him as is.
Well, I continue down the hall checking for cracks and stuff.
You notice.
Would you say the rope bell thing is mostly rope or mostly bell?
Well, this is gonna, unless you have bells, this is gonna be 100% rope because he doesn't have bells.
Yeah, I know, but I have a thing that I can turn money into anything else I want. But it has to be mostly metal. So I guess I can turn them into just bells.
Yeah, you could make bells, and then add those bells to the rope to do whatever.
If we wanted to be fancy, I could also make whistles.
Yeah, the whole reason for
Bells and whistles.
yeah the whole reason for the bells is to know whether or not the rope's been disturbed.
Yeah.
Basically.
So I just use one of my fun little abilities.
Unless
and-
you're overlooking this, you notice that the urn itself is just fractured with cracks.
Yeah, it's like you,
Held together, but you can just see that all the fracture lines among the entire surface.
if no one else has mending, I do.
As if
I
from a
fabricate.
point, it had been hit and broken and then put back together.
Can I fabricate the urn to make it whole?
I mean, it is whole. It just has the line.
Yeah, I know, to remove all of that. Since all the bits are there, would it be considered putting it back together, or would it still be cracked? It would just appear not to.
I mean, you can try.
It's a question.
So yeah, cast the spell, Bob.
No, I'm not using my 4th level spot on something stupid.
Okay, once
Fabricate generally makes new things, so unlikely.
Okay.
When I get back
Yeah,
down there and
it
see it,
tends
I'll
to
try
make,
mending.
like,
I
Well,
will
they're
cast
kind of
Stuff
stuck in
from
the
raw
little...
material.
Well, yeah,
Uh-oh.
when I get back there. So I'm looking for cracks, then I'll walk back.
Are you opening doors?
I will peer into them to see if there's any cracks in them, but
So you open them to...
no.
No,
Well,
there's
why
slits. You
Okay.
gave them slits.
You obviously miss majority of the room looking into them.
Yeah.
I imagine if there was cracks, there'd be light coming through. It'd be pretty easy to see in a pitch black room. That there was
The
light coming
door
through.
at the far end of the hall does not have a slit.
Okay. But he did allow us in there, so like I said, I'm just checking this hallway and what I can see. What a cop would say is in plain view. Can't open drawers and other stuff, but I can look at things.
I
You
got
can open drawers. It's not even that hard.
Without breaking the law or being a jerk. But I will head back.
But yeah, nothing there.
Then I'll head back to where they're standing in the jar. Or urn.
Okay.
The vase.
You don't actually see from that distance, though, that it has the cracks, because you're at this point 10 feet away from it.
Okay, it would take
It's a small
me,
little end of an
it
alcove,
would
and there are
take me
two
an
other people
hour to
working
make the
it.
bells. And I could make up to 100 gold worth of bells. I'm not making 100 gold worth of bells.
You make
Hold on,
whatever
I want to check how many bells that is.
you make whatever you want. Say,
I'm just saying, do you want bells?
if you want to make them, they're not necessary.
If I want to make them, they're not necessary, but if I don't want to make them, they are.
And
I
those
like
are
that.
two separate statements.
I know, but I like his logic better.
He didn't put punctuation.
A bell is... Okay, so that's not... A bell is a gold, so that's only 100 bells.
How much is a whistle? It would be a separate thing. It would be another hour for whistles. So I could do 100 gold worth of whistles.
Yeah. Say I checked the hall, didn't see any other cracks or wind
5
blown
copper.
in.
I would have said if there were further problems.
Another pair of eyes never hurts.
Now, the only issue is here at the back end of the... or the front end of the building. That door basically leads outside due to the destruction of the forward courtyard. And then this is unusual, though perhaps simply Hades watched over it. It was shattered long before I got here.
The wall?
The urn.
Oh. Yeah, go take a closer look at the urn.
You just crazy glue it back together?
Well, I can't. Well,
Not you!
No, it did so on its own. Really, only a handful of days ago.
You want to break it?
It's like, I have magics that can help broken things if you want it fixed more.
It seems to have gotten fixed.
Okay.
It's got its own magical properties. Some items are able to be imbued with stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cast dancing lights.
Yeah.
To what end?
To have dancing lights out.
To have more lights.
Hey.
You see what you've done, Ryan?
He brought me joy. I'm like, wait a minute, I have a minis for that.
I hate those stupid things.
No, that's
Minis
cool.
in general, or these dancing lights in particular?
Minis in general. I don't like things that stand up and fall over. I like flat surface things.
You were wrong when you pointed to that one, but okay. I mean, you can carry on with what you're doing. This is completely...
Oh no, we're
inconsequential.
just going to stop dead whilst you do the stupid dancing.
That's if he turns them into a Dancing Lights person.
Did not know that was an option for dancing lights.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just continue talking to Caretaker about his magic urn that magically glued itself back together.
As we put the seals up, I go ahead and perform a ritual using my gohei in order to seal the area from evil spirits and demons and the supernatural, basically.
Do you do any actual rituals or any spells while...
I'm not casting magic,
Okay.
but I'm doing a ritual.
Watch me perform a thing that may be magical, but the lack of tangible magic effects says, okay.
Something that doesn't use the spell system, but is religious in nature.
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
But when our religious magic system has actual effects, doesn't that just mean this is charlatan work of a non-magical nature? It's like, this obviously doesn't do
No.
anything because it doesn't do anything.
The basis of all of the different magical spells that we actually have in the game, specifically for divine magic, is based off this bedrock of doing some sort of ritual based off your beliefs.
He's been having great success with Rust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not magical.
Yeah, so I've checked all the stuff. One gentleman seems crazy and one's out, and no one else talked to me while I'm in here, so I'm good.
So yeah, we do
Do
seals
you
and...
mention that there was a guy who talked to you? Or do you keep that to yourself?
Just, you seem crazy, so I don't bring it up. So
Okay.
just believe it's the guy you saw. It's in the place you did. This room, right?
No, it was down here.
Oh.
Okay, so we finish up with what we were doing.
Yeah.
You might have seen, I mean, there are a number of them that have either people sleeping in a bed or things piled up on cots or whatever in them. I mean...
I will ask about that then. Hey, Caretaker, I thought you said there's only 2 people in here. I saw a bunch more.
Only 2 that are people.
Go back to one and look in. It's like, are these not people then?
Not anymore.
Are they just corpses on beds?
Well, I mean, that's where they died. It seemed rude to disrupt them without need.
I don't know much about the Hades religion if proper burial is a thing.
You're supposed to put coins on people's eyes.
And just leave them where they die?
I don't know.
Not a grave digger.
I can't argue that point. I don't have a magic earth moving spell either, or want to go dig a grave.
I know for Poseidon he threw bowls into the water.
Again, what do you do with the body though? Do you just leave that out in the
Catapult.
front
Oh,
yard?
it's in the ocean now.
Oh,
Catapult.
just war crimes? That's your answer?
No, you just get into the ocean via catapult.
Oh, I thought catapult into enemy cities.
I mean, you can. That's always funny.
I don't know how that's going to make Poseidon happy.
If you do it fast enough, it can be literally raining men.
Hallelujah.
You might make one of the Egyptian gods angry.
Yeah, they don't like it when you screw with corpses.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them's got a cow head.
That's the one I worship.
Alright. So we'll go ahead and identify the places to where the evil spirits might come in and put seals upon the areas.
And I'm assuming you mean that simply discern?
Discern what?
How do you locate where the spirits are getting in?
Oh, I feel it out.
Okay, so yeah, discern. I mean, his concerns are with his sacred urn, and then that door over there that he's like, and the walls on the other side are broken.
Well, it's the urn. We can put the Shimenawa up around it.
In that case, I go to the door, this one, looking it over, seeing if I have any...
It's all rusted shut.
Yeah, I was going to say, seeing if I had any metal in my bag where I might be able to tack weld it shut.
It's rusted.
Yeah.
You can't weld onto rust.
Mm. Yes, I would have to scrape that off, then tack weld a permanent seal into it. If you just want this shut forever. Because I do have the stuff with me.
He's got mortar and a lot of bricks flying around. Theoretically, he could just brick it up.
Or you got animal fat, you could smear that all over.
To
Well,
end.
what I have is
Sealant.
what I have is smithing tools that would work with this metal door and stuff to tack weld. It's like, do you want that? I could do that. And if you just want to trust the rust, that's okay too.
Trust the rust.
Trust the rust.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could summon a new door. I bet
You've
they're
got no
100 gold.
furnace.
Hmm?
You've got no furnace.
No, I would have an arc welder.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I have metalworking tools in modern society. I have a canister.
Imagine you just lugging around like a acetylene torch and its gas components.
Yeah, you ever noticed?
Basically,
I don't know,
if anyone
I-
gets too mouthy, we can launch it at.
I say I have things from my toolkits that may or may not be there, but this seems the kind of campaign where we just roll with it. Because that's the kind of magic I cast.
Yeah. You are
Stuff magic.
I theoretically have a bonding agent where I mix the two together and throw it at something metal and it just starts heating up through endothermic reaction. Or, exothermal reaction.
Yeah. That's a pretty good one.
Mm-hmm.
Can you use that on bread?
It's not metal, no.
Just put it on the bottom of a pan, bake bread.
Yes, I could put it on the bottom of a pan and stick that on there.
If you've got that spell, I'd one of the things that I'd suggest is to go and buy like metal collars.
Mm-hmm. Truly dick moves.
Yeah. Manacles
This is
and
coming
stuff.
from the man who wanted to shrink down a humongous amount of volcanic magma so he could drop it on people while sticking them inside of a adamantine funnel.
Yeah.
That was Ryan's solution. We were like,
That was
in the-
Ryan's final solution.
Hey,
no, we decided it wouldn't work.
No, it totally would have worked
We
because
just never had someone to fight
Yeah,
with that.
yeah,
we were
we're-
already...
we were already so overpowered that the lava cone never
I think he
came up.
missed my reference.
No,
The fact that he's continuing to try and back it up so he didn't get it, because if you got it, you distance yourself from that.
It was a thought experiment using lava. It's fine.
Yeah.
Who hasn't thought about throwing people into lava when they get too mouthy?
They're made of water, so they'd explode.
I mean,
Just,
That was fine. The adamantine would hold.
so you are hanging out with the half-orcs.
Yep, they've just had a serious bout of grief. You know what they need? To eat some food. That's how I've handled all my grief.
he's had a
Isn't
lot
that
of
how Yorks handled most of life's problems in
Yeah.
any form?
Yeah, and the good times too.
Yes.
You know what
Well,
makes
no-
things better? Food.
Yes.
There is still one corpse across the way that did not get gooed.
I don't have resurrections. Those are 5th level spells.
Let's say you did.
I also don't have resurrection. Those are
But
fifth level spells.
as we're going from place to place, putting our seals of protection on stuff, do we notice anything?
Is he dead? That corpse dead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
No, it's anything like what?
Anything that would give us pause for investigating further?
Does that guy reach out to them as they're walking up and down? Put the
I
seals
mean,
up?
he doesn't guide you down to that end. He says that end's good. But there is someone that is just sleeping in the room that you had seen. The reason because you mentioned, you only saw one of the two, is because the other one was just further back in the building while your spell was lasting. It was out of the range. Because one of them was on the forward and one is... Basically, there's only two. Why keep them close to... Keep them far enough apart that they don't antagonize each other.
So we go past that guy who's sleeping door.
Mm-hmm.
So to the caretaker route. So what's their story?
They were brought in after the facility had closed, but
New arrival.
I, of course, offered to do the best I could figure out to do. Gave them a room, and continuing to try and keep them fed, take care of them, and
Do either of your patients need medical attention? Like healing?
don't think so. But I don't go in, of course.
But, so you're telling me someone just showed up at your door and said, put this person in a locked room and never let them out, and you're like, okay.
Well, they did assure me that they'd done damage to something to do with a child. Seemed prudent to take care of it. You will notice one of the doors. What was the other one? I don't remember. Yeah. Are you... I'm guessing you're following along? You're following with?
Yes.
Yeah. You'll notice, sort of, as one of the doors, the handle is sort of hanging at, like, of a room that is not doing anything, is, like, hanging at a weird angle. Like, from all of the other handles, one is kind of just dripping loose.
Yes, I can. Sure. I'm going to cast Detect Magic and look at the people who are staying there. Because it says that curses are magic, so I should be able to see if a person has magic on them and what type it is.
Neither of them are... nothing from in any of the rooms emanates anything magical.
What about Caretaker?
Caretaker doesn't have anything... in fact, other than what you guys have brought in and the magic globules that are kind of floating around, the only magic is a small rectangle that is within the urn, sitting at its base.
What type of magic is it? It's a
magic item in 5th edition where they don't bother to tell me what the schools of the...
Well, what does it do? And then we can, figure
Lots
out
of
what
things.
school it is.
Yeah, because the two of you could tell you guys magical effect
Actually,
and say what's
better yet.
cool.
All.
All of the magics?
All of the magics.
That's a lot of magic.
If you take some time to focus in on it, Conjuration is probably the strongest, but to some extent all.
I don't know. Has any of the magic you've seen at sacred places also been all magic or consecrated as such?
No, usually such things like this would actually not have anything. It doesn't look like the urn isn't magical. It's something that's sitting inside of the urn.
I ask, Caretaker. So what's actually in the urn? You said it was broken and it got put back together, so you must have seen what was in it.
There was nothing in it.
What was the largest piece?
Probably part of the ram.
Does it open?
No, it's sealed with wax. There, of course, originally would have been some level of remains in it, I assume.
Mind if I look inside?
Probably not a good idea.
Let's do it
Lest
anyway.
you incur the wrath of Hades.
Hades is fine with curiosity. Let's look inside.
I do not want part of that.
You can just put it on down and walk away. I'll totally look inside. You don't have to be a part of it.
Make a perception check. No, that's the wrong word. Persuasion check.
I did a bad job.
That's a 3.
So that's a 3.
I think it would be better just to leave it alone.
Disagree. Ooh, can I do a history check on this place?
It's old.
Yeah, I know it's old.
That looks like 2 digits.
It is.
So I know last time we actually looked up this place.
Yeah.
17.
Camera's hot.
17.
Sucks for the camera.
It just got a compliment. Why
Sexy
would it suck
camera.
for it?
Sexy camera.
Look at that lens. Both long and thick.
Yeah, I mean, you can discern about the same amount they have. It's older facility, been around a long time, just sort of suddenly shut down by the was it cross-deck?
So no information about it.
Yeah, that was.
Now, did you actually tell us that there's a magical card in the urn, or just I want to open it with no reasoning?
Like, yeah, there's a magical square at the bottom that has heavy conjuration magic on it. I think that's what's causing your infestations. And
With
would
that,
like to
I will allow
examine
a
it.
second persuasion check. That is enough information.
Oh, 18.
18?
So just 18.
I still do not want to take a part of it, but if you can be sure that it will not be harmed, I can make my way to my room, and if you could remove whatever is bringing attacks on the place, I would not be upset by it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And he goes to the room with the broken handle.
Like, what happened to the handle of the door?
Well, I had to get out.
Caretaker, did you used to be a patient here and just now live and take care of the other patients?
I do my best. As I said, we were just left here to die.
Yeah.
Neat.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go into that room that Ryan's been heavily shrining
that
for
other
like
guy
the
was
past
right.
hour.
He's not supposed to be out. You should be letting this other guy out.
And
That guy's crazy.
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go into that room and I'm gonna ask Ryan.
It's actually just the hallway, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Ryan for. I'm gonna explain to Ryan what I'm doing and ask him to look over me, and then I'm gonna tell Nick about it because I'm gonna need him to mend what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
So I very, very carefully cut the wax and open it.
The wax is not part of the vase, so mending wouldn't put it back.
Yeah, but it would mend the part I cut, so it would reseal it because there's part stuck here and part stuck there.
That sounds like maybe.
You're involved.
Yeah. It's cracked. I just take out a tiny hammer and pop off the top because I can mend that together.
No, Nick.
You can't break the vase.
Yeah, I'm not asking for that. You're not allowed to do that. No.
Okay, I'll roll a check to use my character smarts that I don't have.
Yeah. I'm assuming you have a bonus.
Yes. What kind of check is it?
I don't know what.
I have smithing.
Sure.
Okay. Do I use intelligence with that or just smithing?
Smithing and pottery, basically the same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Well, this is metal, so.
Oh, it's a metal base?
No.
Oh, you said it was.
It's ceramic.
Oh.
But the wax
Mm-hmm.
is wax.
Yeah, just heat it up. And
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was magical wax.
Nope, you would have known that it was not
Oh, I
magical
would've
wax because
would've.
you detected magic. That's how you saw.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, cut it open it up.
And yeah, there is sort of a leather card satchel sitting at the base of this.
It's a deck of cards.
Oh, why the fuck would it be mini magic?
I'm just going to go ahead and remove curse on it.
That won't work.
It won't?
I mean, go ahead.
I mean,
Spell
yeah,
slot.
you cast the spell.
It
is not a bad idea when you see overly magical thing in the base of an urn of Hades and you're crypt robbing it. Starting off with remove curse is really a wise idea.
When you're ring Robin.
Now, to be fair, maybe it did remove a curse. It doesn't remove what the deck is,
Yeah,
but it might remove a curse that you would get for taking said deck. I mean,
I'm going to pull out the deck, and then I'm going to open it up.
It's a deck of cards.
yeah, it's a deck of cards.
Yeah, just pull out 4 of them, take a look.
Take 4 cards. You're saying.
I was.
Oh
gonna
no,
look at-
I'm blindly making this mistake. I'm fully aware of what the bad things are about to happen to me, and I'm just going to go ahead and roleplay my character to death.
And I would like to just point out that this was a card game, and somebody chose that this was a relevant item in the campaign.
Hey, I did that.
I, as an individual, would not make nearly such a foolhardy decision as to include it. But
I did. I chose it. I want it.
but
I mean, if Eric
which
was
to be
in
fair, if you ever want me to play a game with the thing again, because I mean, I've ran games with it before.
Yeah.
You remember how those games ended?
Yeah.
Was it the deck?
Usually.
Now I'm just remembering.
Fortunately, I found it, not Vic, so if something bad happens, I will put the deck away. Or not let other people play with the deck, whereas Vic will be like, here you go! You want some cards?
I'm playing a lawful good paladin. I'd take it into a temple and put it under watch.
That's true. I keep forgetting you're not Eric.
No.
You need to stop playing that character.
Or play him more often.
You're probably
So
the
that way
second.
you're right.
Honestly, he is probably one of the most fun characters you've ever played, and you play a lot of fun characters.
Who was
So
a hoot and a
you
half?
draw the cards and you draw them one at a time.
7 of Hearts.
Those are some dirty cards.
Yeah.
No, they're artistic. Gravity, doesn't that suck?
Yep. 7 of cards, I believe, is.
I die.
No.
Did I just summon something bad?
Yes.
Oops.
And the card starts to tear down the center with light. And it peels open, and the tear doesn't stop at the borders of the card. It keeps spreading as the rest of the deck in your hand vanishes away.
So I didn't draw 4
You
cards.
did not draw 4 cards. You got 1 card.
Did I destroy the deck?
The deck has disappeared. And as this tear just rips open, a hand, a greenish hand dripping slime that is 3 times the size of your own, just suddenly grabs through that tear that is starting to open and starts to pull at it.
Attack roll.
It's like, oh god, something's literally tearing itself into our reality. We should probably stop that.
We're gonna die. I did a bad thing.
I did not know there was a card that just kicked the deck out. It's like, nope, this is into deck. And
Did it destroy the deck or disappear it?
The deck seems to have gone somewhere else.
That sucks. I got 3 more cards coming.
I don't know, it could be the deck protects itself till 1 card's resolved.
Probably not. Adam likes getting rid of decks, and I think I made it happen.
No matter
The deck-
what you drew,
He
it was going to
seems so
disappear after
happy.
one card.
He seems so happy. That
It's statistically likely that it was going to go away, but not completely the case. And
Do a lot of the card effects just have that?
I added a bunch new cards.
Yeah, there's not a full.
There's
deck
not a
of
full
cards
deck.
in
It
there.
is only I think what 20-ish, 22
Yeah,
cards like that,
It's enough to cover like the royals and then like the aces.
and I think the twos. But yeah, it's like there are not that many. I added a bunch of new ones, and
Good luck.
Yeah, I didn't want that. I wanted the actual deck of many things, not Adam's modified deck of we don't like the deck, so we're going to ruin it for everyone.
Think of it as an adventure.
yeah, think of it as an adventure.
Well,
The deck isn't
it's
gone. It
adding
isn't
something
destroyed.
you
It's
don't know,
gone.
and it makes it exciting.
You have to now go find it.
I'm not going to go find it.
More than likely, it'll show up later.
That looks like a friend.
As this dripping, pulsating beast is tearing its way through.
Ew, it's grody.
Venom troll.
You don't look at the bottom of the figures.
What? It's right there.
Yeah, you notice how the bottom is facing downward? Fine, they're fighting a venom troll. You can do an initiative, though.
Do I?
Probably, yeah. I mean, assuming you want to. Just him.
Oh. What?
Roll.
Excuse me? Oh, 20. I'm a Dexy boy.
I think we fought a venom troll before somewhere.
I know we fought the
Not these
exploding
characters.
orcs.
You do get a first, chance to act if you know what you would like to do.
We apparently still have dancing lights out.
Yes, you do.
Yep.
And now that there's combat, it makes sense that I bothered to pull them out.
Well, you're welcome. Here to help.
I think they're only dim light though
You have dark vision.
when they're separated.
Yeah, but we have dark vision that gives us this entire hallway lit up.
Yeah.
And remember, even in the underground campaign where we all had dark vision, but, we were still in complete darkness most of the time, he didn't give us the disadvantages.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and
I'm
use...
afraid you were doing that on your own.
I'm going to use my 4th level slot to cast Banishment. Wait, the troll came from another plane, right?
The troll is still halfway in another plane.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Banishment on it.
Yeah, your intelligence isn't that high.
Shut up! Something came from another plane. I've been trained for this. Banish.
Then again, I believe in this campaign it was pointed out that Banish is going to work on most things.
Anything that's
That's true.
technically a
Yeah, in this
fiend.
campaign, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not an elf or an orc; it's coming from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of other animals and creatures
Yeah,
like that.
evidently,
Froghemoth,
Froghemoth
was native.
Hmm. All right, then maybe it's still stupid.
That's rude.
I don't know if venom trolls are native now.
I believe there's a charisma or wisdom check.
Hold on.
Mhm.
As per usual, Nick is taking guesses and jumping ahead and not waiting for you to pull it up. Charisma saving throw.
If it's a viable target.
Yeah, if it's a viable target.
1?
Yeah, that doesn't make it.
So what happens? Read to me what happens on a failure.
Oh yeah, the banishment works on native creatures now.
If it's a native to this plane of existence,
It's not.
okay. If the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you are on, it is banished with a faint popping noise, returning to its home plane. If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space it is left, the nearest unoccupied space, if the target doesn't return. So I have to hold this for 1 minute. It's a concentration.
And it says the plane that you are on.
Yeah, it returns to its home plane.
Okay. So as this happens, it's kind of like "Rrr," in the middle of this. Like it's audible. You can hear it, and that sound becomes quieter. Not gone, but quieter.
I continue to concentrate for 1 minute.
As you quickly realize that it is now in its plane.
The hole's still there.
And the hole is still right there. And so while you're concentrating, it has its turn. It takes its whole turn to move back to the hole. As you basically shunted it back somewhere within its plane, and then it continued to run forward towards that hole again.
That's bullcrap.
Do I see this?
Does it? Adam, does it say that it remains open until the creature passes into the? Like,
I mean, this hole is open.
Is the hole open permanently?
Remember, man, these are
the hole
portals.
did not. The hole didn't stop when. When it left its thing. It's.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's why I'm getting out to the.
But yes,
ecto gun.
the after its turn, the others three of you can make your.
Did I not get
initiative
to
rolls.
use the rest of my turn?
You said you held concentration.
Yeah, I still have movements.
Okay. Where'd you go?
I'm gonna move back and then tell someone to dispel the portal. And by someone, I mean probably Ren.
Okay.
Anyways, so it's then spends its turn getting back forward towards you, and the others of you may take initiative.
I don't got dispel.
I do, but I don't have any slots for it. Used my last slot for banishing.
5.
14. Who went down last time? Anyone?
Orcs.
Because we didn't finish a long rest, if I recall correctly.
No, we haven't rested yet.
I mean, I'm rolling initiative, but it doesn't really matter because I'm not leaving the orcs.
I'm an idiot.
And what did you get?
I have identify.
16?
But do you have 100 GP Pearl?
No, I have a component's pouch.
Those do not come with 100 GP Pearls.
No, they don't.
And that'll put it back to Yen.
I continue to hold the banishment spell, even though apparently it doesn't work, which is bullcrap.
It totally did. But there's an open door, so...
You totally shunted it back into its universe. Slightly over there.
Yeah. Instead of it attacking you that turn, it basically effectively gave it a turn. It also could potentially do something.
If I manage to hold it for a full minute.
Well, no, you'll see.
Theoretically, if you let go, he'll return to that spot where he was to begin with.
That is exactly what I was about to say.
If the spell ends before the minute's up, it returns to the location where
it was vanished. So he is going to physically walk back to this plane, at which point if you drop it, he would then end up back to where he had been originally.
Mm-hmm.
So if he ever gets like way over here, you can cancel the spell and come.
Or if he attacks you once, you lose concentration on the spell, and then he goes to attack again, he's
gone.
He's on the other side of the room. Okay, so you continue that and just sort of block the door that leads to the platforms. Okay.
So I moved back, and then he ran up there. Did you say it was my turn again?
Yeah, you had your turn again. You said you were continuing to concentrate, of course, but then beyond that...
Well, I'm going to start throwing grenades at him.
Okay.
They're magical in nature.
They don't require concentration.
No, they don't.
Yes.
12 on my garbage roll.
Because you miss. And you are aiming for him specifically, I gather?
Yeah, I'm throwing the thermite one, so it's not a huge radius.
Okay, so... attack misses. 2, 5 times D4.
4.
4, so... It hits you.
Neat.
Can you catch your own missile?
It has to make an attack against him.
Yeah, and also, if I caught my own missile, I would throw it back from its original point, so I would catch it and spike it on my foot.
Just you thought you could flick it, bam!
I mean, if you're the kind of person that you want to just thematically take that as control and be like,
Okay, I take no damage from it.
okay,
Evasion?
Well, I have evasion and fire resistance, and I made my dex save so it would be half damage but evasion, so no damage.
yeah, evasion is if you would take half damage, you take none. So yeah,
Yeah.
so he throws it back at you and you jump the.
Just like it hits me, I'm like, I'm gonna throw another one at him. Over 20.
Yeah,
Okay.
and what was the radius on those, by the way?
5 foot.
Oh, okay, so yeah, it's just gonna.
So that's 8, 11, 20 fire damage, and it is magical in nature.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to take off 2 more thermite grenades from my potato pouch.
Yarok.
I tell the lads to, get behind that pillar there. We'll let no badness happen again this night.
As the Venom Troll starts specifically targeting NPCs, bursts through the wall past Bob just to eat them.
Get there.
Yes, but a brilliant idea. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, some point off there.
Wait, is that door open?
Behind him? Yes, it is ajar.
I thought it was a
I
door.
can get it open.
Hmm?
I make it open.
You pull it the rest of the way open? Yeah, it'll go that way with no problem. It does not resist you opening.
I thought it was a jar.
Yes, we
Tana?
know you're in a pun phase. I start digging my backpack, pulling out my proto pack, and start flipping all the switches to turn it on.
Alright. What is our check gonna be for that?
I'm retarded. I forgot a word.
Oh, when writing something. Okay.
It's kind of important. I wrote down fire damage. Forgot resistance. 2 very different things. One could almost say they're opposite.
Ah, yes, the spirit tour, more commonly known as a ghost.
Okay, we will call it Arcana check. Would be what we're going to use for the
The proto pack.
yeah for this technology.
So, 18.
18. You're able to get it to power up, but you're still.
Working.
You have literally not bothered to spend any time trying to figure out how this thing works until you're like, oh, I need to use it.
Okay, I will back up to here, try to go into this room.
It's closed. There's people
It's
there.
closed. It's locked.
Oh, I did not know it was locked. Because opening it is part of a movement, that would have been fine. But if it's locked.
I would use that as a hide.
Well, I still have bonus action for that. So I try that one, then I'll come back and try this one.
That one is unlocked, but
So I move in here and roll hide check.
Is it a torture room?
I mean, yeah.
There you go. Actually a torture room.
No, it's just an uncomfortable bedroom.
It also smells terribly, as there are piles of bones and corpses in the.
Oh, well, we'll have to ask him
Nick.
about that later.
How'd you do on that hide check there, buddy?
19?
I thought you rolled a 1.
No, that was my second on the reroll with the hood, but yeah. Advantage from Elven Cloak.
Oh.
So, 19.
Yeah.
As I've come on this room, it's like, I'm going to figure out this portal closing thing. Huh. That's probably not a good sign. I will worry about this later.
Troll.
Hey, they did take away that restriction.
What?
Cloak and Icon used to be advantage stealth checks when in wooded terrain.
Yeah. No, I have that from being a half-elf. No, I can...
A
For
wood
being
elf.
wood elf, I can disappear in fog or light foliage.
So can I.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot.
Well, no, you're a giant fat orc, so...
Yes.
I mean,
You're just standing against a tree like this.
Yeah, you're
Does
rocking
that orc
20s
think we
and
can't
both
see
of the
him? I don't know.
big
Is he
stats.
eating an
Yes.
apple?
I'm a big orc. Big man.
What did I do recently?
Opened a portal to Orc Realm and threw grenades at the orc, or the
Troll.
Yeah,
The orcs are the
troll.
ones you're defending.
Yeah.
Well, they're only half orc. That's why they need defending.
Not a
So,
proper
for and this sort of just dripping, pulsating creature like leans down to bite into your shoulder. He's stinky.
orc. Neat.
Well, like, roll check stinky.
Does it hit him?
Does
Probably.
23
Yeah.
hit?
That's pretty good.
Bites into you,
Ouch.
dealing 8 piercing plus 4 poison damage, and you are poisoned until the
I
start
don't
of its
know if
next
I
turn.
am.
You get the monk immunity to poison already?
I'm not sure. That's what I'm checking.
Because these
No,
resist-
that's 10th.
Yeah.
Purity of body is 10th level.
So how much damage is that total?
12?
Alright, so I got to roll.
What are you rolling for?
Concentration.
Oh, no. I use my reaction. I take that damage. I'm within 5 feet.
Okay.
Just
Okay, well, I don't have to roll that then.
No. That's mine.
now, do you have resistance to poison?
I'm not allowed to resist or reduce the damage in any way.
Oh, okay.
And yes, I do.
To which he will then...
What was that, 12?
Yep. She'll attack again with his claws.
Took my reaction. I can't do it again.
24, so hits, and that does...
Well, he's rolling super freaking high.
Yeah, he's rolling well.
9 slashing and 1 poison. So 10 damage there, and claws with his other, which is like a 9, so I'm guessing that one misses.
Yeah.
So since you took the damage, you're poisoned until the start of his next
He
turn,
didn't,
and not
he
you.
didn't attack me. I just took the damage.
But you took the poison damage.
Is that what this poison says? If
You
take
took the
damage
poison-
from this attack, you become poisoned?
Yeah, creature is poisoned until the start of the troll's next turn.
I thought I took poison damage from the claw. From
The claws did deal poison damage too, but that poison didn't poison you.
Oh, it doesn't.
In other words, you don't have disadvantage. You just took damage. From
Okay,
poison.
now I need to roll to see if
Yes.
it works back. Yeah, hold concentration.
Okay.
Poison is minus attacks and abilities?
It's disadvantage on stuff. And Rin.
Yeah, attack and ability checks. Disadvantage. Wee.
Just getting a lot of use out of this today, aren't you?
It's great!
That was
If I
good.
try to think about them, I'm like, I can represent where that portal opened up.
So I can move there.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'll do it. Hexblade Curse.
On the troll, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hexblade Curse on the troll.
Well, there is a big open portal behind you. You might want to check, make sure nothing else is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you bother to look, there is another slightly less slimy, but similar in body type creature charging your way.
It's got a sword.
Mm.
So this is Trollheim.
Nice.
But yeah.
That is less troll, more big moblin. I forget what the big ones are called.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Don't look at the bottom of it.
Oh, he wanted to know what the name was. I was going to tell him.
That one won't tell you.
So
Yeah, that's not a troll.
Yeah, that's not. It is representing other thing.
I'll believe it. Bugbear flesh glutton. He looks pretty gluttony. That dude eats.
So attack that guy. Natural 20. I'll dig it.
Are you the one that does a lot of stuff on natural 20s?
Yes.
Well, we have double dice, then smite.
And
you're attacking the venom troll.
Yes.
He is immune to poison. I'll just tell you. So if there's any poison,
Nope.
don't worry about it. Otherwise, add all the other numbers together, and we'll see what you do.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with little bits of math each image. I'll just let you add them all together.
I don't think he's gonna be okay.
well, Ryan didn't get to rev because he applied the curse this turn. So there's some dice he didn't get to add on and multiply.
I didn't get the 2d10s from them. Anyway, so
Neat thing about that reaction move, does not have a limit. I can just keep doing it every turn.
It's not a spell; it's just an ability you have.
It's my paladin power. But I was expecting to be like limited, like you can only use this ability like one
Wisdom
time before a short
or
rest.
Yeah.
I was like, no, just let you keep doing it. If you just want to keep eating damage for your teammates, you're allowed to.
I really think I need a shield.
4.
Plus 2 AC.
Yeah. That would put me up to 23.
If you're proficient.
That would put me up to 23, and then I can do magic on it to make it another +1. So I'd get up to 24 AC. I'm not plotting at him. Leave me alone.
My shield's regular, and it only gives me 22.
Is there a dancing shield magic item?
Yes. Animate shield.
The thing about this game is that there's only so much I can do to tell them no, because they get points at the end of every session that they get to spend on getting items that I tell them no.
It's just a shield. And shields cost less than 100
Do-
gold.
do-
I can
does
just make
this
it.
troll count as either a fiend or undead?
No.
Okay.
Shouldn't be that much. I mean, what? You're going to do weapon damage plus 48, plus whatever the hex damage was? A D8?
Hex Blade Curse is proficiency.
Yeah, adds proficiency bonus.
It's mostly there to increase the crit range.
Yeah. No, it's the smites that I'm rolling the damage for.
Yeah, my cleric gave me proficiency with shields.
There you go.
Which, yeah, I should get myself a shield and then give it a +1 every day.
Why not?
Yeah.
Where'd you get all those extra dice from? Because you got.
Smite.
Oh, yeah, but they're only 48.
It's whatever, a level 2 slot. So that's
2 D8s.
3 d8s.
3?
Yeah.
It's
Because-
2
Two is
plus 1
base.
for every...
Yeah, two is base, and then you get 3 for the extra spell slot. But you double that on a crit, so that's 6.
Oh, I'm thinking I forgot to add the crit. I'm like, that's a lot of dice for a single attack.
Yeah. And then the other D8s are from Eldritch.
Anyways, am I looking over there and seeing 108?
Yeah, 108.
Yes, because he has 2 forms of smite.
I hit him for...
And that's not psychic, correct?
They are.
It is more than just psychic, correct?
Radiant and Force.
So
And
you
slashing.
and Yen both take 9 poison damage as it
Explodes.
as
There's no dex saving or moving or anything?
no.
Yeah, this is from the Tome of Foes, man.
9 points?
Yep, 9 points.
Okay.
That sort of reasonable defense doesn't exist in this book.
You are choosing to be in melee with it when it takes damage.
That's a good point. Jen totally chose that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can drop my concentration.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need
As
to.
the body just shunks backwards.
So that guy's dead. We'll go ahead and step over here to allow our next. Tell you guys there's another one coming.
As we just ate a CR equal
Yen?
creature.
I'm out of Warlock spell slots.
Bam.
Can I see him through the portal?
Yeah, he'll have some level of what is that? I'm not gonna call it. Half cover, so he gets +2 to AC and dexterity saving throws against attacks and effects that originate on the opposite side of the cover. So yeah, a slight bonus, but yeah, you can see part of him.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with a grenade, a thermite, to be specific. Am I poisoned? No, Rick's poisoned.
I'm poisoned.
24.
It hits. Yeah, the question was, does it hit? Yes, definitely hits.
All right, so 7, 12, 17. So you take 17 fire damage that is magical.
You know what I'm upset about?
He is
Troll
magical.
Highness is not good against fire?
Fire is what stops the regeneration.
Yeah.
You didn't play around with it at all. You just instantly went to no regenerating trolls. It was how much damage again? Sorry.
17.
17.
Fire. That is magical. And then I'm going to throw another grenade at him, which I rolled higher. So that hits.
Yes.
Alright, 6. 16. 25 magical fire damage.
And to be fair, Bob's go-to are thermite grenades. It's not like we met
Well,
a game
no,
troll.
we're in close quarters. I'm not using my 20-foot radius explosives in close quarters.
yeah.
Especially as the fire is not likely to damage stone.
Well,
Whereas-
it's magical fire. Yeah, and don't
So?
frag grenades count as siege or something silly?
Yeah, there's I forget, but they would be more likely to damage the actual building, whereas the fire, not likely to do so.
There's a reason. Yeah, it's just your thing was the fire would be bad because it was adamantine and this was magical fire.
Mhm.
Yeah. And if you're done, then it's Yarok.
Allow my passage, good sir.
Oh, of course.
I mean, that is
Is
nothing
that-
stops you from entering on their end either. That portal does
I'm not.
technically. Okay.
I'm like, this is outside the portal, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am just. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm used to being Eric.
Yeah, there was no
Portal
way Eric would be
run!
jumping through that portal.
Yeah.
And then we lost Eric to whatever plate that is.
And Nick is working very hard on figuring out how to make his contraption work.
I use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
And I take the dodge action.
Look at I'm in front of this portal. You don't get to come in.
There's a whole lot of note going on right there. I can't use.
I really enjoy this build of screw you.
Just stand here with the shield. I fear nothing.
But what do you contribute to combat, Yorick? I am here.
I am here.
I am Brick.
And what do you contribute? I make sure they can't leave either.
Yeah, you know what?
Is that it for you?
I made a
You don't want to
similar-
step into that side hall? No?
My turn. That's movement, action, bonus
Tana?
action. Oh, and I'm no longer poisoned. Right?
You are still poisoned.
Does he die? So therefore his turn never ends. Therefore I'm constantly poisoned.
No, it's where his turn would be on the initiative,
Oh,
which is just the general troll turn. So when it becomes the troll's turn, at the start of that, you're no longer poisoned.
Arcane check.
So they're allowed
Yeah.
to make rude jokes, but I'm not?
The trolls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they're
Obviously.
trolls.
23.
You can get it to shoot out. You basically you can arrange a variety of different beams at this point. Whether or not you want to spend more time figuring out what they do first, or if you want to just go and do your random choice on your next turn, is up to you. You currently have 5 different beams that it casts, and you can note that as far as what the
luck check.
yeah.
No, I poke my head and see that the one troll's dead in the middle of the hallway, and I see the back of York. That's probably fine.
Okay.
I'll stay back here with my...
Continuing to work on it. Yep.
Mhm. So,
And that finishes you. Which is
Whoa. There are a whole bunch of them. Hey, that's one smaller. Or is it actually smaller?
Yes, it's actually. I mean, they're all somewhat different. They're all variety of shapes and sizes, but they are all overly bloated trolls.
Maybe we should leave this open. It seems like it'd be a party for Ren here.
Well, that is a point. So, are they all the same type of creature, though?
They're very similar.
They're all trolls.
But they're all a little bit of side varieties.
Oh, okay.
They're all trolls. Notice the 3 different trolls on this page.
Oh, yeah. Well,
None of them are either of those ones.
Well, that's the point. There's different trolls.
Yeah. I mean, there's multi-headed trolls. There's rotten trolls. There's glowy trolls. There's venom trolls. There's just trolls.
is Etten considered a troll?
No, Etten is considered an Etten.
They are their own thing.
They'd probably be most closely related to giants.
They don't have regeneration.
Yeah. Okay.
But he will.
Wanna attack me?
He does.
AC's 24. Have disadvantage.
So first, he will try to bite you. And that's gonna miss. You said they have disadvantage?
Yes.
It's gonna miss. I'm still thinking there because 8 plus 7.
It isn't plus.
15.
Yeah.
It's not 24.
And it will attack with that.
1.
1 and 2. So its other 2 swipes miss. It took. It took fire, so. There. As they're clambering around, one further back runs into itself. Right? Yeah.
Yep. Does your 5-foot radius actually hit a full this size, or just the one spot?
It's a radius.
Okay.
So the spot, it goes here, 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 here,
The whole
here. Yeah.
9. Okay.
Did the troll... Did he have any trouble moving down these hallways?
They're pushing their way through.
Okay, so no, they're not at reduced speed or anything.
They're having to push through.
But they're fine.
They are likely at reduced speed, yes, but none of them have had to move far enough that it's kept them from getting where they're wanting to go.
Okay.
These hallways are also not very long.
I was just wondering.
But yes, you think things might hang up on them as they push through, but...
Adam hates yes or no questions.
You have not seen them move through enough of the hallways to get a definitive...
I was wondering if my mount would have trouble moving through the hallways.
It could do it, but yeah, yes, it would be at half speed.
Okay.
So it runs through itself, and you need a con save.
26?
Do either of you have the thing that's giving other people bonuses to saves, or is that just?
That's always on.
Yeah.
That's a passive now.
Well, I didn't know if you were giving it to each other, so he would get boosted save.
If
10 feet, right?
Yeah, it's 10 feet. If that's considered close enough, or I might be one space off.
You take 8 poison damage.
Well, it depends if we're counting diagonals.
As the one that kind of just sort of
here
claws
that's 10
into
feet
its
from
own
here,
shoulder
or is
and
it
like
1, 2,
uses
3,
like
4?
it to squirt the venom out of itself to arc up.
I resist poison damage.
Yeah, so you'd probably be within my radius.
Big AC, big Constitution bonus.
And the Rin.
Yeah. Well, I'd telepathically call Genji to my side.
Okay.
It's telepathically. I don't think it's coming through me.
Telepathic means
Oh
like
god,
mental.
why? I got the wrong tele.
Not teleportedly.
Yeah.
Teleport. No, telepath. Okay, there we go.
So do you let the motorbike by you?
Yeah,
I don't got much choice.
I mean, you have 100% choice.
You can deny it. It'll go difficult terrain.
Right over my body.
So, just this motorcycle edges past you and stops in front of, behind Yarok.
Yeah. Alright. So go ahead and get on my motorcycle
For what purposes?
so I can use his actions.
I don't know if Bob has line of sight anymore.
Do
Yeah,
anything
I
else?
think you completely screwed my line of sight. I can't throw grenades.
Don't wait. Let's see. Tell.
Well, I would still let you throw them. I would just point out all of the options they have if you miss.
5, 10, 15, 20, like 30, I guess.
Sure. Once it's in the narrow one, it's just double move, so.
Okay, that's fine. So,
I like to imagine what the caretaker is thinking when he said, you know, just be careful with it.
alright.
And he's here.
Horrible wafting scents.
So,
Revving engines.
I want to use my bonus action to rev my chainsaw. I'm going to use my action to cast Fairy Fire on these guys inside the portal.
Deck saves.
So yeah, deck saves for.
Yeah, I figured he's just sleeping through it.
Just hide.
But yeah, I'm gonna.
And what is the DC?
It's a 17 deck save.
These trolls look pretty dexy.
Roll well.
One of them made it.
Okay.
The one that rolled 17?
Yes.
Yep.
I was like, do they get a negative? No, they did not.
Mm.
So the little ones, not glowy.
Release concentration on that. Concentrate on fire.
Yep. So now the Fairy Fire. I've moved it out of the way. Genji and me are in this side hallway now.
Alright. After Rin is Yen.
Okay, so they're fairy fired?
Yes.
Two more.
2.
As the troll creatures are lining up by the portal to get in.
So I'm gonna try hit this guy. That way,
The front one or the
back one, and all of these will get hit.
okay.
That's what I'm gonna try and do, primarily because I have advantage. So they're whatever bonuses they're getting. 20.
Yeah, still manages to hit.
Okay, so the way this works is this
I
guy
got
doesn't get a save, but they do.
Yep.
Alright, 6. Stop that. Ooh, full damage. 18. Stop that.
Is stop that going underneath your folder?
Yes.
There's a
I don't like the box.
The
The box is full of cubes or whatever those are.
lights.
26.
26
Pseudo
magical
pods.
fire damage.
Magical fire damage. And
then what's
DC
30?
13.
13 to half for the other two.
Yeah.
And it's dexterity.
Yes.
And they're good. So
The one was. I thought that they didn't have dex.
they don't have a negative to dex.
They may have.
They do have a positive.
They got
Oh. You're ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Hold on, that was 36, right?
26.
26. 26, I guess.
I wish it was 36.
So that'd be 13.
It's like, yes, he doesn't have a negative to strength. Does he have a strength bonus? Yes, it's 26. You said that in a way that led a certain assumption.
They don't have much of a positive. He only just made it, but
But
my point was that's what I was checking was whether he had a negative with.
well over 20.
Yeah.
Alright, 9,
It's the same
13.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16. 16. Fire, magical damage.
No regeneration for any of them.
Oh, but one of them is 8. The other does still take that 16. Alright.
So yeah, this guy took the 16. The rest of them got to have saves.
Yep.
Because
One of them made it.
he keeps getting hit. Which means no save for you.
Just kind of splashing over the other trolls, but the trolls don't seem to mind its venom.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying they don't seem to mind the fire. I'm like, oh, we are in trouble. That's not a
they
good
don't like the
sign.
fire, but each time you're hitting it, it seems to be popping pustules. But
Okay. That's my turn.
oh, Yarok.
Can you boost your AC or do anything else while dodging again?
I'm pretty sure the answer is no. because of all the other stuff. I'm out of third level spell slots. Second level spell slot.
Do you have a shield or did you cast shield?
Cast Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith.
And he has a shield too.
Alright.
Of arrow catching.
Yeah, so if anybody have range attacks, that AC is even higher.
Yeah.
No, bonus action. I use a second level spell slot to cast Healing Word on myself.
Mm-hmm.
Am I a creature of my choice that I can see within range?
Yes. Does that thing just kind of sit there?
And then I spend my action to dodge.
I'm guessing you don't have cure, you just have that one prepared.
Yes.
Action economy.
Mm-hmm.
I heal myself 5 HP.
That for you?
Yeah.
Tana?
19 Arcana. To figure out which one of these is portal closey mode.
19, you've eliminated 2 of your 3 choices. You're down to 3 possible options.
Use all 3.
Well, that would take 3 turns versus taking another turn.
No, just turn all the beams on at the same time. It's just blang.
You're not allowed.
I'm guessing I can't turn all of them on at once.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you cross some wires.
Yeah, that's a no. Don't do this.
But it's up to you if you stay in there or move out or whatever. But otherwise, I'm assuming we move on to the troll, who's kind of upset with you.
Oh, I'm imagining we live in a world with like portals and stuff, so I imagine there's a specific anti-portal hymn or prayer, and I'm definitely doing that. I'm proselytizing while I got the time.
Knock it off. You're breaking the rules. The corporations hate what you're doing.
By the laws of heaven and earth, you are in violation. I condemn your existence.
And now
Also,
I'm just,
this is what is considered a total dick move.
now I'm just imagining a giant robot with piston arms bursting up through the ground. Ye not guilty.
Yeah, will we have an insulting word for them? Would we call them like portal vagrants or something?
I mean, foul beasts.
Hmm.
That's what. But this front one reaches forward to grab onto you. You may make an athletics or acrobatics check to resist its grapple.
I will make athletics.
It's making an attack roll with grapple. It's still at disadvantage.
Did he did other stuff? Did he also?
Yeah.
I'm still dodging. Oh yeah, did you not have disadvantage? You still have disadvantage.
You still have to roll. You can roll a 1. You didn't. Okay.
21.
No, and, well, I thought you had to hit to get that, so doesn't it aim for his AC?
Using at least one free hand, you try to seize the target by making a grapple check. A strength athletics check contested by the target's strength acrobatic.
Okay.
So it's like, what are you talking about? This is 5th edition. You think they're going to have to make 2 different checks to hit? What are you, stupid?
Just one.
1. So he does it again. And he does it again.
22.
You know, each of these has one good die and one that's like a 3.
15.
And he's exhausted his attacks. And that guy did not regenerate his squirty bits.
But they took fire damage.
No, the poppy
squirty
pustules.
The thing where he could range attack with venom, but he has to regenerate it.
Yeah, it's like Dragon Breath reroll. Getting the 5 or 6.
But yeah, no, he's just got a
line.
I am a wall.
You can tell very much he is with the way he's trying. He is trying to just pull you in.
I really, really wish I had my freedom of movement spell, but I don't because I already used banishment. Because freedom of movement on Vic right now would be really, really funny.
So the troll sword in.
Okay.
You can also probably sense further back that more are coming.
Yeah. But we're plugging the hole with them, so.
Yeah.
I don't see an army of trolls. I see 2.5 trolls. That's all I'm fighting today.
Hiding behind my shield.
Yeah. Well, I'll go ahead and... So I'll move... Do you mind if I move through you?
I mean, there's not really any space there, but yeah.
Well, that could be like sticking into the portal, right?
No, there's literally a 5-foot square there between me and the enemy.
Yeah.
Technically, that probably isn't even there. That's probably like occupied.
No, because he wasn't against the wall, so that the hole is literally halfway through that space.
Okay. So you're.
If anything, technically that space is keeping you from getting to the altar and urn that is behind it. So so that is protected with.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and sheath my sword for now, and then I'll go ahead and.
I mean, theoretically, you could come in, attack, and then go back.
Well, he has Eldritch, blade. That machine gun with incendiary ammo.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's like I've got that. But yeah, I'll go ahead and use my action to go ahead and summon a packed weapon. So I've got a heavy machine gun.
Okay.
And go ahead and load that up with the incendiary ammo.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Yen? Eating through more grenades?
I mean, I can make them, so yeah. It just costs me money. 20.
Yeah.
Obviously the same one.
This is a busy
4.
night.
Yeah, this campaign's
9.
nice about actually challenging us that way because we have
19.
2 classes, and he's like, they obviously
19.
need at least 2 fights
19
a day.
damage on that one. Hits him.
Well, I'm out of lay on hands.
8
so
on
I'm
those
here
two.
burning spell slots for inefficient healing.
Mm-hmm.
I could heal you. Are you looking pretty rough? Or?
No, I took 8 damage.
Oh, you're good.
No, I had myself healed before this.
Yeah, so he mainly has a bonus action and spells.
14.
Why not lay on
14 to
healing
hit.
word?
And you're aiming for the one further back. No. So D4.
2.
Okay. And then. So that hits this one and you.
I do not resist fire.
So you still got one of them.
You still get a dex check.
I do still get a dex save.
Well, so is the other one, too.
He failed it.
8.
I got an 11.
Failed it.
Yeah,
Wait,
that
what's your charisma there, you're in?
6.
17.
made it. You needed a 13.
As their combined super paladin save.
By our powers combined,
So how much?
we have massive saves.
I'm trying to add, and you all keep asking me things. 20.
Thank you. So you take 10.
I am not vulnerable to fire damage. That guy dies?
Burns up.
Healing Ward is a bonus action?
If you didn't cast those spells, yeah.
Oh, Healing Word.
Yeah! Pow, pow, pow!
Sorry!
Then it's level D4s plus 1.
5. You heal 5.
And is that it for you?
Yeah.
So,
Nah, healing word's great. It's ranged.
so after Yen is
Finger
Yarok.
guns.
That's 11, so 26.
26. You figure it out, and it's a combination of 2 of your options.
So not only do I have 5 beams, I have 5 beams plus I can turn multiple.
You're not sure yet exactly which ones, what all of them do, but you figured out, in order to do one thing with it that you've now discerned with, and largely it's looking over the diagrams and all the schematics on the back of the proto pack.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh wait,
Instructions.
in order for this one to work, it is these 2 combined. So whatever these 2 rays it's doing to do one thing. So you're not sure yet if it has more than 5 options, or if it has like
You gotta turn
2
on,
options. One of them's these 2, the other one's the other 3. But
You
but
gotta,
you figured out the 2 switches that they.
you gotta turn on blue and yellow to get green.
Yeah. So that was my action. I'll continue hiding, but I will switch it into this. So
Yeah, you're ready for it. Yeah, it's ready to go.
Is this just portal close mode or Trollheim portal close?
You're not. You haven't even been able to observe whatever this abyssal plane is. It is just to seal.
Okay, so one of the things I definitely have is portal seal.
Yep. I mean, that's the main function that it was probably given to you for.
Yes, but I now know the combination for portal seal. It's on my known list of things I can just choose.
Yep. It does still take a turn of power up, then a turn to.
I thought about giving them all difficult terrain.
And as you figured out, it has
Figured
stayed
dodge
out.
is
It is 30 feet, a 30-foot line.
3-foot line.
Ready or whatever.
Do I have any idea on the amount of time I have to hold it, or if it's an instant close?
You feel that will depend on the portal. All right, and you don't move this turn.
No.
Then we go to Tana. Do you let them know about anything?
I do yell that I have the portal closing ready.
Okay, so you're not hiding.
Nah,
Okay.
I yell that. And, 7's not very good. It's still better than that, so plus 10, so 17 hiding in this other room.
You're in another room, through walls. They have 0 chance of finding you.
But I'm so squishy! So squishy!
Okay, I'll make some.
You'd have to move up closer, and then I can take your damage.
Yeah.
One of their 3 attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they have to be able to attack past you. So
But,
it depends
I'm
on that
done.
range.
Okay. So Tana.
I'm Tana.
Oh, then trolls.
Hey, Tana.
Tana.
Did we skip you, or did I just forget you?
I healed myself and took the dodge action.
Oh, you just went that quick. Okay.
No, this isn't. We went back up, we're going down, so.
Yeah, I considered using plant growth to give
Sure.
everything within 200 feet difficult terrain, but I decided not to, because I wouldn't have dodge then.
No, you do have a bonus action right now. It was your turn in between those two.
Yeah.
So you just dodge again?
Yeah, I used action dodge, bonus action healing word.
A second time.
Yes.
Okay.
The pussy one starts to grab at you.
It doesn't want to attack me? Fight me like a man?
It wants to get out. You're in the way.
I am in the way. I got higher.
I think you can only make 1 grapple per turn.
Nope, it's as many attacks as you have.
No, I thought it said that it replaces 1.
It replaces
Replaces
one of your
one.
attacks.
Oh, okay.
And then it replaces another
Yeah,
one.
if
and
you're a
another
fighter
one.
and you've got multiple attacks, you can intersperse any one of them with a different attack, like grapple.
Alright.
Oh, you're...
I have a plus 8
You-
to athletics.
Yeah, I was looking around. Oh, no. They never had much of a chance.
I have a plus 8 to athletics. That's a
They're
skill.
just relying on the fact that they're strong.
I'm strong.
They have no skill towards it.
Yeah. I have proficiency.
But you are slimy from its attempts. It reads.
I'm encased in wood armor.
Rin.
I literally roll in dirt.
Okay.
Bat.
Running bullets.
Let's see. This is a new guy.
No, the one in the back
This
is
is
the guy.
new now. These two are the old ones that took fire damage.
Oh, okay.
Though the plus 1 is the most fire damage.
Okay.
And
Okay, so he's
the
still
first one
fairy
has
fire.
fairy fire, but the other one does not.
Okay.
Nah, it's true. He's still fairy fire. Advantage.
So,
Elven accuracy, super advantage.
yeah.
Yes. For 2 2s and 14! Yeah!
24.
24 hits.
Alright.
The incendiary ammo is a d4 fire.
Yep. And also, I now realize enough to keep regenerating.
So, 12, 13, 15, plus 7.
Yeah, sure. We
And
have
you're hitting the front one.
I'm hitting, yeah.
Yeah, and you said 15.
No, he shouldn't be regenerating. He
Yeah.
keeps taking fire damage.
Or, it was, that was the dice roll, was 15.
Okay.
Plus 7 is 22.
And how much of it was fire?
Doesn't matter.
2.
Oh, just
Any
fire.
fire.
17.
To hit.
Yeah, to hit.
14 missed.
Does he have
Miss.
cover?
Okay.
That's exactly the question. That is exactly what I'm looking at there. It's like, that is the difference between hit and miss. Is like, yeah, no, there's enough there that he would have cover.
Well, Ryan's above Vic.
Yes, but he's just half behind the closing in the side there where the wall gets in the way.
I'm gonna see with an aura range for you.
See, this is how you fight a
Yen?
battle. You put your fattest tank in the choke point.
Choke point.
You might not have known you were doing it, but you chose where their spawn location. You are spawn camping, my friend. You are spawn camping.
That's not against the rules.
They would ban it if it was against the rules.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like that's an argument that people make when being jerks online, isn't it?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Hey man, it's not against the rules. I'm allowed to do it. Somebody did that in Holdfast recently. He was doing Snapper wrong. And Admin told him, stop doing it wrong or I'll kick you. And he's like, hey, it's not against the rules. It's against the rules.
It is when I have a kick button. I am now God.
No, so rules are literally play the objective.
Cure.
It's just not often enforced very
It's a
heavily.
D8, right?
Cure is D8s, yes. Plus stat.
Oh, in that case, you heal 9, so you should be at full.
Yes, that's how much damage I had left.
Yarok?
I have taken no damage.
Adam likes to argue, you've totally taken damage.
Hey,
You've
taken
just
damage. You healed
healed.
I don't have any other bonus action spells that aren't concentration, that aren't healing
Well,
words.
then just go ahead and use an action.
To dodge.
I mean, obviously to dodge. I can't take an action to... If I can bonus action dodge.
You don't need to dodge. If you don't dodge, you're still in their way.
Yeah, but then they might actually hit me.
No?
So I take the dodge action.
No, he built a character to do this. He's not actually effective by swinging his sword.
Oh,
That's
God,
not a good
this
idea.
character does not do damage. This character is designed around this thing right here.
Watch him well play his well-built character.
Yeah,
I
you
noticed
thought-
how most of the encounters have been out in the open, and all of a sudden I put you in a hallway, and I'm not doing a whole lot.
Yeah, you
Also-
thought my tank was annoying.
Also, in those out in the opens, he yanks them to him so they can't run away either.
Yeah, but they can at least do other things at that point.
Yeah.
Usually with disadvantage. Which is what he's doing now.
They could attack the walls, but they're on another plane and can't see the outside of the building.
So yeah, that's my turn.
Beemu!
Make a luck check.
It misfires.
Gets hot.
That's a good point. I probably should do that. You also have to make an attack roll.
Okay. So, is it dex based?
It's a ranged attack weapon.
You have advantage against this guy.
That's not.
He's
I'm
shooting
having
the
a
portal.
portal.
Oh,
And the DC is 10 because it is a space that is not dodging you.
And then you're good.
Yeah. But then, yeah, a luck check.
Okay.
16.
I don't have pluses, so 16.
16, you are closing it. It is not closed. It shrinks fast enough that you know full well they physically cannot enter the space.
Okay. Spend a little more movement back up so Igor can back up if he chooses to.
And
Does that break the stream, or is it like a concentration weapon?
I believe I'm just sitting there holding the
Yeah, he's
trigger
just-
and backing up.
he's ghostbustering it. You can move.
yeah.
Cinematically, it works. As the guy reaches out once more to try and pull you into the closing portal.
I'm only slightly smaller than these guys. Oh, I only got a 4. That's a 12.
And that is a lower one is 13,
Yes.
so 17. So he has you. And he is backing up, pulling you into the portal at half movement.
That's grapple.
Oh well.
Clutch moment, too. As he's like,
Well,
but I'm closing that.
Well, the better point is the portal big enough for him to fit through?
Yes.
well, I tell him, close the portal. It's the law. It's I wouldn't even say it's law. I'd say it's what's right.
You are still dodging, so the other ones still have disadvantage on their attempts to attack you.
Yeah, grapple and stuff dodge.
Yeah, no. What's your...
24. Hey, 14.
Does it have a +10 to attack?
No. The other one...
That's only +8.
23.
That was
So they're really... They're
that
going
was,
at you
that
with
was 220
tooth and
dodge
nail.
there.
Tooth and nail, they're going at you, and you are squirming around in this guy's grip. Rin.
Could I fit?
Yes. A medium creature can still fit through.
Yeah.
It is double movement for a medium creature to fit through at this point, so it is a squeeze for that. But
Can I break the grapple on him?
I don't think so.
You can disarm. You can use a weapon attack to knock another weapon or item. I would
Yeah, you'd
consider
have to
him an
kill
item.
flat out.
no, that wouldn't be it. You would probably be help would probably be your option there. So a creature within 5 feet, you can help him and give him advantage on his attempt to escape.
Okay.
Can I see the DMG?
Why?
Magic item.
Where did I put it? Is it here? It's here.
Yeah. Well.
And I'd also say that you can choose to let somebody grapple you if you want.
Yeah.
In being to get out, because that would be relying on him picking you up and taking you out with it. But yeah, so you could aid other and give him advantage on that.
Okay. I'll do that then. I'll give him the help action.
Jen? Sorry.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's holding him?
This one that you can no longer see.
4, 5, 6. Can I hit him from here?
Could you?
Can I punch him from where?
Yeah, if you moved over where. Is that what you're saying? If you moved there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm gonna move there.
I like that all three of them have no jump through the closing portal.
Okay, I'm gonna stunning strike him. Or attack him. So I hit him.
But do you stun him?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
DC
15 to hit, so yeah, easily hit him.
I think it's a DC 16.
To save, though?
That's not what I wanted.
What kind of save?
It's con. They're gonna make it.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Is increased level
22.
fireball only plus 1d6 per level?
Mm.
It's plus uno.
It just says Constitution saving throw. It doesn't say how much it is.
It's based on your
It's
monk
your
skill,
monk.
so it'd be wisdom.
Okay.
So probably 8 plus proficiency plus wisdom, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, so 16.
Yep.
Yeah.
They made it.
Like
They rolled,
everything
they
else.
rolled 17.
All right. Well, they still take
You
damage.
still punched him.
Yeah, I punched him, and you know what?
You have more than one.
Yes, I do. Give me a second.
You know what? At this point, I half expect you to listen to him, but just jump through on your end and just be, we're all in.
Okay.
No. The goal is let go of portal trigger, fire grenade through.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure my team can survive it.
To note, for all of you in there are more beyond. They're not just 3.
Okay, so 11 damage.
Okay.
No fire, but it is magical. Okay, I'm going to try and stunning strike him again.
Hold on. No, okay, yeah, keep going. Okay.
I'm going to try and stunning strike him
I
again.
just realized another way this might solve it. Because he's been hit a lot.
Yeah, you kill him.
16.
16 hits.
Okay, we'll roll to see if it stuns.
It
That's
does.
pretty low.
Oh, okay. Well, he's stunned, and he also takes 12 damage.
I want you to feel like your stun is wasted.
He dies.
He dies.
There's another one.
There's another one there. But that one is not holding him, so... so he is now released from the grapple. Do you have any movement left?
Yes.
He's a monk.
Yeah.
I've got 20 more feet. Got 20 more feet of movement. So, 1, 2,
There.
3,
He's
4.
got so much movement he can spin a thing.
What?
5, 10, 15, 20.
Why?
Portal
Because
double.
portal is difficult terrain. You have to squeeze through.
I'm a medium-sized creature.
Yes.
Squeeze.
You
Yeah.
fit.
Squeeze. You fit at a squeeze. They don't even fit as a squeeze was the point.
Yeah, the portal's closing, so he's half movement.
I thought they fit at a squeeze.
No.
No.
The big
Okay.
That was what it was before when it was just a hallway.
Well, in that case, I'm going to spend another K point and use my dash.
Where would you like to be?
Here.
Bonus action. Wow.
It's like, and you, if you're doing that, sure.
So much
So
movement.
that's-
He's a backflip on the way out.
Yeah, that's 3. I
Yarok?
used half of my key points
Oh,
there,
it's my turn.
which is good because I would have started using Fury of Blows. Got
He's
2
wondering
more.
if you're going to ditch me.
Well, I mean,
Just
obviously
grab
not.
him and run him,
No,
and throw him through.
grapple him.
Yeah.
Go through.
He can. He
Yeah,
can.
I
You,
am certainly strong enough to grab Ren if she allows it.
yeah.
No, I am light
In
woman.
that case, that's what I do. I'm not dodging when I leave his attack range.
Yeah.
Not dodge.
It's a regular attack. AC is still 24.
He punches you in the back of your armor. There you go. As you track him through.
Just grabs me and shield behind your head.
Tana.
Well, I don't have to use the big grenade. I just keep holding down the trigger.
And it seals.
Just saying, I not only caused this problem, I saved the day.
Yes, you did.
Come on, I was going to throw out a 13d6 fireball on top of you all.
I would have been fine.
I know you all would have been fine.
No,
You-
I would have
you
been
certainly
fine.
would have made the dex save.
Yeah.
And that's where we will call it for this time.
Good
We'll
job.
pick up at
Good
the
job,
end.
Charles.
Picking up from at the end of this combat next time. Roll
I-
your cryptocurrency.
I would like to point out that this is the first time I've hit something with my fisticuffs.
I actually started this combat with damage, and I've gone down to no damage.
Hey!
I've gained health here.
I got 10.
I started this combat with 3 damage.
I'm finally in the 30s, boys.
I got a 5.
8.
You pulled 7 of hearts, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
In
So-
case this just shows back up, the card's missing, or do they regenerate?
Who knows?
Who knows? You did not take the time to look at what the item was before it was gone.
Yeah, I looked down, I'm like,
A deck of magical cards. I wonder what 4 would do. Let's start with this one. It's gone.
So you're saying that I made a bad choice.
I mean,
Eric would be proud.
Yeah,
Eric would
this-
be so proud.
This totally does stuff. I mean, it progresses the story. I mean, you're not. But join us next time for more. Bye.